After traveling to more than 50 countries, I can confidently say Tokyo is the most unique city on earth. 1 second, you're surrounded by neon lights crossing the busiest intersection in the world, and 10 minutes later, you're in complete peace walking around a 1,000-year-old temple. And don't even get me started with the food. Oh my gosh. With the most Michelin-starred restaurants, Tokyo is the culinary capital of the world, where you can have the freshest sushi, unlimited Wagyu beef, and mouth-watering ramen. Just when you think the city couldn't get any better, seeing Mount Fuji in the distance towering over the skyline is the cherry on top. But what amazed me most though was that despite having the world's largest metro area with over 37 million people, it remains one of the cleanest and safest cities on this planet. Just got to Tokyo for the first time in my life. Sadly, Anna is not gonna be in this video. This is a boys trip. I'm actually on a ski trip with my dad and brother. We were just up in Sapporo skiing at Kuroro Resort, and that was ridiculous. But right now I am heading to meet them at the Shibuya Crossing, which is the craziest road crossing in the entire world. It's gonna be very interesting to try to find them there. It is Saturday night in Shibuya. People are going crazy. All these cool cars, you can actually do a tour in them, like Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift. I guess there's hundreds of them. You meet up in a lot, you drive around the city. The energy in Shibuya was electric, and I finally found my dad and brother right before crossing the world's busiest crosswalk. This is the definition of organized chaos because somehow you walk through 3,000 people without hitting each other. So this is Jake, my older brother. We got D, Uncle D, don't even ask. And then Tim, my dad. We're gonna go to Piss Alley or Shinjuku.
There's like 4 or 5 people to the whole entire restaurant, so it's gonna be tough getting a seat, but let's go grab a beer.
It's kind of wild to ride trains here compared to everywhere in the world because it's very silent. All you could hear is the moving tracks. No one really talks. This is also the busiest train station in the world with 3.5 million people that come through it every single day. It's called Shinjuku Station. My dad's using the Suica card. Suica it. Suica is something that you definitely want to get before coming to Japan. You could download it on your Apple Wallet, just load some money up, and you could use that for train rides. You could use it for all sorts of things, but especially the train system here. You tap to pay to get in, and then once you take the train ride to your stop, you tap to pay to get out, and that's the final bill. First impression, very clean. There's so many people here. It is so bright with so many different billboards, stores, endless. It reminds me of New York, but safer, cleaner, more interesting. And also, it is super hard to vlog here because you run into someone every second. As you see around me, you have to dodge everyone. I mean, look at that. You got a McDonald's 4 stories, you got anime, and it's absolutely massive. It is like Times Square, but throughout the entire city, at least this part of the city. And as you can see up here, you got Godzilla coming off of this building. I'll make sure to link this spot down below so you know where to go. I mean, they have billboards with cats. It's like a 3D billboard. Anna would love this. And if you didn't know, we have 3 cats back at home.
You know what Japan's like? It's like going to a place and they give you a hug. It's the nicest culture I've ever been to.
Wow. Japan loves D. D loves Japan.
D's the biggest person in Japan.
Everyone stops at the lights. In the US, this would never happen. No. People would be jaywalking all day. This place is wild. It's very narrow, has hundreds and hundreds of small little restaurants. You can stop for skewers, you can stop for ramen. I just love the lanterns lighting up, the leaves above you in this small, tiny alleyway. It's definitely shoulder to shoulder, but it's so fun to look in every single restaurant to see what they're serving. To Americans and a lot of people around the world, this little alleyway is called Piss Alley. I don't know if the locals like that, but the real name of it is Omoide Yokocho. The nickname Piss Alley came from after World War II. A lot of men would come in this alley and drink their faces off, get really drunk, and just piss in this alleyway. All right, we're gonna go get a beer real quick. Nice little spot, nice and warm.
Oh yeah. Got a little chicken thigh, chicken meatball, pork belly, and a little beef skewer.
We were just up in Sapporo for like 4 or 5 days. Hokkaido. What's the review?
Fantastic. Very dangerous. Deepest snow I've ever snowboarded in my entire life. Beautiful.
Unbelievably
Gorgeous.
beautiful.
And then D?
Fought for my life many times. I was asked by several of these young men if I was okay.
Yes.
Are you okay?
He was okay.
And I was okay. I lost 5 pounds.
Before we go and get some ramen, I want to talk about our snowboarding experience because I've had quite a bit of people ask me about it. First of all, we flew into Sapporo Airport and drove about an hour to Otoru, which is where we stayed for 4 nights at a hotel. Every morning we would drive with our guide for 30 minutes to Kurora Resort and snowboard all day, and it was just unbelievable.
Hiya! Konnichiwa!
One of my favorite things about snowboarding in Japan is that the lift tickets and rentals are so much cheaper than the US. A day pass here is only 8,800 yen, which converts to around $56 a person. We also didn't bring any of our own gear from home, so we had to rent that too, and that was only $60 a day. Altogether, it was only around $120 per person to snowboard here, which I think is a huge steal, especially because Japan gets the most snowfall out of any country in the world, with some areas getting as much as 600 inches in a year.
Oh, shit.
I really couldn't recommend a ski trip to Japan anymore, especially when you pair it with other parts of the country like Tokyo. Now let's go get some of the best ramen you could find in Shinjuku. Ramen Nagi.
Oh my God.
This small little ramen place is called Ramen Nagi, and it was about a 10-minute walk from that alleyway we were at. It is a tiny place that can only fit about 8 people. You'll probably have to wait in line, but it's hopefully worth it. The bowls look absolutely massive. By far one of the best bowls of ramen I've ever had in my life. So much flavor, it's spicy. Absolutely unbelievable. It's 35 degrees out Fahrenheit, about 2 degrees Celsius, and this is the best thing you could have. This area where we just had the ramen is called Golden Gai, and it has a bunch of bars, whiskey bars, karaoke bars. We're at a really cool bar right now called Open Book. It just has bookcases all around us, and we're trying a Nika, which is a whiskey here in Japan, and we're having a neat. That's a sake sour?
Sake sour.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
It's incredible.
T-bone. It's like dessert.
Get 2 of those. Those are good.
You gotta get the sake sour. This is incredible.
It seems like the best city in the world.
Yeah, right?
It does.
Tonight was like a perfect itinerary for like a first night. Do the Shibuya Crossing because that area has the most ridiculous amount of energy. Then you'll take the train from Shibuya to Shinjuku, which is only a 10-minute ride, and visit the famous Piss Alley to get some appetizers and beers. And finally end your night in Golden Gai, where you can get some ramen and bar crawl to more than 250 unique theme bars. Last night was so much fun. I just can't believe how much we did in such a small amount of time. Sadly, my dad, Uncle D, and my brother Jake are all leaving today, so you have me for the next 4 days alone, solo here in Tokyo. Maybe we'll meet some people. We're even gonna try and go see Mount Fuji if it's nice out. Real quick, I wanna explain what hotel I'm staying in and then what hotels they stayed in. Both are great, have different budgets. For me, I'm staying in a place called the Millennials in Shibuya. It's a capsule hotel. It's very, very tiny, but it gets the job done. You got everything you need. You got a free beer hour, you get breakfast. It's about $100 a night, and that's because it's in Shibuya, one of the most popular areas. The hotel my dad, brother, and D are at is called Oyama Grand Hotel, and that's about $800 a night. That hotel was amazing. They were talking to me about how amazing that breakfast is, and they were not kidding. It was so elaborate. They would bring dumplings over to your table, and it has beautiful views, 360 of Tokyo all around you. So I'm glad I was able to check that out. I definitely recommend both of these hotels. Right now, my brother just showed me this street where it's all these vintage shops, and let me tell you, right behind me is Ralph Lauren, and if you just go to one shop just to walk through, go to Ralph Lauren here. I will make sure to pin it down in the description below because one of the coolest stores I've ever seen in my life. And as you see right here, there is a line down the street for a store that has a drop of some sort of clothing. There's so many stores down here that have lines like this. Another huge tip is to bring your passport if you want to get tax-free shopping. You could do this all over Japan. I know it could be a little scary bringing your passport around, but be very careful and you'll save some money. So if you want to do some shopping, that vintage street runs right into a street called Takeshita, and it is unbelievable. The stores are very quirky, unique. Something very interesting you're gonna find all over Tokyo, especially on the street I'm at right now, are animal cafes. So you got cat cafes, mini pig cafes, otter, owls, and people pay to go in, have a little drink, and all the animals just go around you. I'm not gonna do one. I looked into it. I don't know how good it is for the animals, and I want to know from locals what you think about it too down in the comments below. It looks like very small enclosed spaces with tons of people all day, every day for money. Maybe look into it before doing it, but like everything in life, people are gonna do what they want. Don't even know what this is. It says like strawberry grape candy. First time trying it. Oh wow, really interesting. This is why you travel. You just do weird things. Another weird thing about Tokyo is you can't really find public trash cans, so I don't understand how it's so clean. So it has 14 million people in Tokyo, and in the greater Tokyo area, there's 37 million. So that would make it the biggest metropolitan area in the entire world. And you could tell, look around me at all times. There's so many people, but I love it here. There's never ending energy in this place.
Just wanna pack up my things and go. Just wanna be free, just wanna zone, just wanna flow, just wanna hang with the gang, but sometimes chill on my own.
It's super easy to get around here. Definitely use this train system's efficient, the cheapest way. And all you gotta do is type into Google Maps where you wanna go. It'll show you exactly what train stops to use, where to walk. Make sure to have an eSIM before you come here. Set it up. It's like $20 for 10 gigabytes. So just popped into this random place when I was walking around, and I'm gonna try for the first time okonomiyaki, which is a Japanese pancake. No, you're good. Yeah, what's your name by the way?
Stacy.
Stacy. So Stacy's helping me here. Yeah, it's made with cabbage, egg. There's shrimp in mine. You got scallops, pork. You have a grill in front of you, and they put some butter on it, and you grill it yourself. Kind of like eggs, or like an omelet. 5 minutes one side, 5 minutes the next. Top it with a little bit of seaweed, a bunch of different sauces. I have no idea. That was one of my favorite dishes, if not my most favorite this entire trip. But I met Stacy in there. I was rattled to walk in and meet an American. She's from California. She moved here 4 months ago. And I asked her why she was here and how she was working there. And she told me during COVID times, it was her dream to learn Japanese. So she did a language exchange. So basically a Japanese person matches with you because they want to learn English and then you want to learn Japanese. And it's free. And I was like, that is amazing. I never heard of this before. Usually people are paying for teachers or apps, but that has to be the best because both of you really want it. And then she says she became really good friends with these people. She moved over here and then just asked that restaurant for a job and got it. Stacy also told me it's a very historical place because it's been open since 1937. Don't go in there and start filming everything. The owner will yell at you. Just be very respectful. You can take pictures and film your food, but don't film any of the workers. Don't film anything around you. Japan has a ton of vending machines, but this is the first one I've seen Wagyu beef. You can just get it out of a vending machine. So that restaurant I was just at is in the same area as Kappabashi Street, which is a street filled with stores that sell knives, pottery, ceramics, everything for your kitchen. And it's a spot a lot of famous chefs come to buy their cookware. So I'm really excited. This is a great opportunity to get gifts. So these two are handmade?
Those three here are
Oh, all three are handmade, and this one's machine made. And are you saying this is the most traditional one that chefs in Japan use?
Shape of the blade wise.
Okay.
You have one knife, this one is the jack of all trades.
Okay. Good gift for Anna because she loves to cook. I just talked to the guy. This is like a traditional knife here, jack of all trades. About a 6.5-inch blade, 62,000 yen without tax. If you bring your passport, you don't have to pay the tax. You're gonna save a lot of money, but the knives here, some are $5,000 USD. This place is addicting. Officially bought way too many things. We just got our first home in Florida, and it's so fun filling it with things from all over the world. rushing right now to see sunset at the Skytree. The Skytree is a massive observation deck. It's the second tallest structure in the entire world, right behind the Burj Khalifa, and it's 634 meters high, which is over 2,000 feet. So we're gonna get some insane views tonight. I'm so excited that we're gonna be able to see it during sunset, and then when the whole city starts to light up. I did not expect to see ice skating right here. This is really cool, right underneath the Skytree.
Just wanna pack up my things and go. Just wanna be free, just wanna zone. Just wanna flow, just wanna hang with the gang, but sometimes chill on my own. Just wanna do me, just wanna doze. Just wanna live and see how it goes. And the goals just keep on going.
This was definitely a must-do. You see the entire Tokyo area. Now I understand where those 37 million people live. The buildings go on forever and ever, and I think purchasing a ticket 1 hour before sunset is definitely the move. It will be the most crowded time of the day, but being able to see the sunset right over Mount Fuji, it was just magical, and definitely one of my favorite observation decks we've ever done in the entire world. Now we've done the Empire State Building, Dubai, Paris, and now this. I will say Paris is the most magical because it twinkles in the night. My least favorite was Dubai, not enough room. Empire State Building, it's New York City, so it's iconic and it's awesome to be up there overlooking Manhattan. Up here, it's absolutely massive. You have more than enough room for everybody. Just make sure to book tickets in advance. You could scan this QR code right here on the screen. You show up, you have a QR, and you just get your tickets through that. There will be a little bit of line during sunset times, but you get through really fast. I only had to wait about 15 minutes before we got up. And now the night sky is coming, and we're about to see the city light up at night. So there are two different sections that I paid for. You could pay for just one, which is the Tembo deck, and we're at 350 meters. And then there's this one, the Tembo Galleria, which is 450 meters. Up there is where I'm headed next.
Just wanna pack up my things and go. Just wanna be free, just wanna zone. Just wanna flow, just wanna hang with the gang, but sometimes chill on my own. Just wanna do me, just wanna doze. Just wanna live in the
So it really lights up cool at night. And one thing I was thinking about while I was up at the Sky Tower is, what if an earthquake hit? And I looked it up. It is earthquake proof. Who knows? I still wouldn't want to be up there if it happened. There is 90 earthquakes a year that hit Tokyo, 1,500 that hit Japan as a whole. Some are very small, you could barely feel them, but there's definitely some major ones. That was around a 2-hour experience on the Skytree, and now I am seriously hungry, so I found a great sushi spot about a 10-minute train ride away. After this, we're gonna visit a temple nearby, but for now, I'm just ordering as much sushi on my phone as possible.
This is salmon and yellowtail tuna. Thank you.
I don't understand how you get this fresh a fish for this price, and they don't skimp out. As you notice, this is not the same type of sushi that Americans get. It's not like those rolls that has like cream cheese and whatnot. That's not traditional. Here, it has that really big fresh piece of meat on top of a thing of rice. I'm just gonna keep going. This is crab, snow crab, and then a bluefin tuna. And then the owner just told me to get sea eel. So this one's wrapped in seaweed. I never had eel before, I don't think, but it looks delicious. Wow, I did not expect that flavor. It's with butter on it too. Anna's back in Florida. Say hi, Anna.
Hey, it looks so good, but I also have this right now. The kitty cat.
I've been away from my cats for like 15 days. I miss them so much. But I miss Anna more.
I miss you too, and the cats miss you a lot.
This is the owner.
Yeah.
He's gonna introduce himself.
My name is Yutaka Adachi, and this restaurant name is Sushi Edomaru Asakusa. I opened here 1 year and 4 months ago.
You can't beat that. Yukuta, thank you so much for your hospitality. You need to visit his restaurant. It was only 7,700 yen, which is around $50 US for all that sushi. I had 20 rolls, and they're massive. I had a beer, some Coke. So right next to the Skytree and that amazing sushi place is this temple called Sensō-ji Temple. It is the oldest one in all of Tokyo, one of the oldest in all of Japan, and it is dedicated to the Buddhist goddess of mercy. It is so pretty at night. I almost think you should come at night with the lights on like this. There's way less people. I've never seen a temple like this in my life. And you can see how close we are to the Skytree. We were right up there for sunset, and now I am here. What is life? There's people giving offerings over here. You got the pagoda right here. Look at that. Something really interesting they have here is like a fortune telling thing where you pull a fortune slip and it's either good or bad luck. And if it's bad luck, you tie it to these chains here so that you can leave it behind. Hopefully I get good luck. So you drop in 100 yen while praying for your wish, shake the box. So I shook this thing a lot and this thing came out. On the stick it has a number and that correlates with a box. So mine's 18. So I go to box 18, I pull it out. Please be good luck, please be good luck. Good fortune. It says the cloudy sky will get more and more clear and the moon will appear. Your virtue and happiness will reveal themselves. Your wishes will be realized. Building a new house and removal are good. Making a trip is good. Marriage and employment are all good. It's the start of a new year, so I really needed that good fortune. I'm feeling good. So now I'm gonna do one for Anna because she can't be here right now. Please be good fortune. Bad fortune, no. Don't get disappointed even though you are in crisis. Soon comes some person to help you. And when you get a bad fortune, you stick it to this so that you leave it behind. It's okay, Anna, I'm gonna leave yours here now. I just can't help myself. I'm going to get some gyoza, which are Japanese dumplings. A local just came out and told me it is the best gyoza in all of Japan. He's from the Osaka region, and he said these are Osaka style gyoza. It's full inside, that's why I'm just doing takeaway. So when you get here, the menu is only in Japanese, but all you gotta know is it's #1, the gyoza. Thank you so much. Who is this? Boss. So he just came out with a sticker of the boss. Her name is Yoshiko. Oh my gosh, are we kidding me? I don't know what this is. I'm gonna smell it real quick. Kind of smells sour, so I'm guessing I just like, do I pour it? All right. Oh wow. Cheers. By far, my favorite gyoza. I'm guessing a lot of you Americans out there have had these before. There's some spices we could put on it. Oh, it's like a spicy paste. Unreal, you gotta put this paste on there. You gotta put everything. One of a kind. I just can't believe it. Some of the best food I ever had tonight. Before I head on a Mount Fuji day trip, I want to share one of my all-time favorite experiences, which was watching sumo wrestlers at the Asakusa Sumo Club. It's a 2-hour experience that costs around $100 per person, and they give you a hot pot as you learn all about Japan's national sport that has been going on for more than 1,500 years. There are only 6 sumo tournaments that happen during different months of the year, so it's pretty hard to go to a real show, so this is the next best thing. These 10-year veterans were absolutely hilarious, and the smack of their bodies seriously sounds like a bomb drops. At the end of the show, they even picked people from the crowd to dress up in blow-up sumo costumes and fight them, which was really funny. If you want to go on this exact same experience at this sumo club, you could scan the QR code on the screen right here to purchase your tickets. Now let's head on a Mount Fuji day trip. Today we are heading on a day trip to Mount Fuji, turning out to be a pretty clear day. Hopefully the clouds keep going away. It's about a 2-hour drive from Tokyo here, and I met 3 guys and they all wanted to go today with me, so we are sending it. We're doing a whole day trip, about 10 hours total. We got John over here on my right. He lives in Tallahassee. We got Steve, Colorado. Abraham back there. He lives in Istanbul, Turkey, which is one of my favorite places on earth. So now we are at the famous pagoda viewpoint of Mount Fuji. It looks like it's opening up a bit. Mount Fuji is the biggest mountain in Japan. It is a height of more than 3,700 meters, over 12,000 feet. People could actually hike up in 5 to 10 hours depending on the trail you go on, but hiking only happens from July through September, and in winter months it closes down because all the snow up there. Right now we're walking up 400 steps to get up. We got really lucky with the view today. It cleared up right when we got up here. It's really pretty, but definitely crowded. Best months to come here for clarity wise is December, January, and February when it's winter months. If you want to do like hiking or want to do cherry blossoms, of course, that's different times of the year. Cherry blossoms up here would be crazy. And that usually happens late March to early April, but it's definitely going to be the most packed time of year, most expensive time to stay in hotels and whatnot. No matter what, I think it's definitely worth the day trip because Fuji is really symmetrical. It is really cool to see with the snow-capped peaks. Give us a live review.
We came at the perfect time. The thing is brilliant. It's awesome. I really like the view.
Very weather dependent.
Yeah, they go in and out. There's already a cloud covering it a little bit. We got up here. We saw beware of bear and monkey signs. I did not know there would be bears and monkeys up here. We haven't seen any, but just so you know, after you climb those 400 stairs, you can maybe die. During the rest of our day trip, we visited so many amazing locations, including one of my favorites, the Kitaguchi Fuji Shrine. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is nestled in a dense, ancient forest and is surrounded by massive 1,000-year-old cypress trees. I mean, these have to be the biggest trees I've ever seen in my life. It was actually mind-blowing. For you hikers out there, this is also a famous starting point for one of the hikes up to the summit of Mount Fuji. Next, we stopped at Oshino Hakkai, which had 8 crystal clear ponds, and the water in them is actually snowmelt from Mount Fuji. It's known to be the clearest spring water in Japan, and we actually got to drink some out of these fountains. The view of Mount Fuji from here was pretty good, and there's even a farmer's market where I got this massive Fuji apple, which was unbelievably delicious. I highly recommend getting one. Last, and kind of least, we visited the famous lake, but by that time, Mount Fuji was fully covered in clouds, but I bet this spot would be so cool on a clear day, especially during cherry blossom season. My biggest recommendation for Mount Fuji is if you have enough time, go stay in that region for 2 nights. That way you can enjoy the nice hotels, the small little towns, and you really have to experience the Japanese onsen. They are hot springs with rich minerals, they have cold baths and saunas, so it is a great way to rejuvenate. We did an onsen every single day after snowboarding up north. It felt so good after a long day out. My new friend John invited me to this sushi place that's supposed to be delicious, but while I wait, it's about a 30-minute wait. I'm gonna give you some tips on visiting Tokyo. First of all, you are gonna wanna walk on the left side of the sidewalk. Second tip is you're gonna wanna be a little bit more quiet on the trains here. This is not like a New York City train. The citizens stay really quiet. Last but not least, at restaurants or pretty much doing anything in Japan, do not tip. I know as Americans, we're so used to tipping everyone, but it's seen as disrespectful here. So if you hate tipping, then Japan's definitely for you. All right, let's go over my order real quick. So I got a lean Yamayuki bluefin tuna. I got 2 pieces of that. We got a bonito, fatty yellowtail 3-piece set, and then a seared fresh scallop. So here's everything I got. It is massive. I've had sushi already, and these are by far the biggest ones I've had, the size of the fish. John, which one was your favorite so far?
By far, the super fatty tuna. Very, very good. Just melts in your mouth.
Here you have the super fatty bluefin tuna, and you see it's way more white than my lean one that I had earlier. I'm gonna miss it here. This is my last night. Very sad to go home. So he was searching on Google for best rooftop cocktail bars, and he found a place called Sky Tower. What is it called?
Sky Lounge Stellar Garden.
Okay, Sky Lounge Stellar Garden. And the Tokyo Tower is right there, and then that's where we're heading up right now. If the sushi wasn't enough, this is a great end of my time in Tokyo. Cheers to new friends.
Cheers.
And cheers to you. Before leaving Tokyo, I had to visit one more place, and that is the iconic Teamlab Planets, which is an immersive art installation. I decided to go at one of the last time slots around 8 p.m. at night, hoping it would be a little less crowded, but I was dead wrong. Of course, it's probably a little less crowded than midday, but I don't want any of you thinking you'll have this place to yourself. It's just too popular now. Make sure to scan the QR code on the screen right here to purchase tickets in advance because they do sell out, and I just want you to get the time slot that you want. There are 3 different sections to explore in this place. You have water, garden, and open air. The first one up for me was water, so you actually have to take off your shoes and put them in a locker because you'll definitely be getting wet throughout this entire time. In this section, you'll walk through dark hallways leading to a waterfall and then enter into a mirrored room filled with water. In this room, lights from above are projecting colorful koi fish swimming all around you, and the mirrors make this room appear so much larger than it actually was, which was super trippy. Next up was the infinite crystal universe, which creates a sensation of floating in space. In my opinion, this was definitely the most impressive room because everything is mirrored and there are thousands of LED light strands hanging from the ceiling and changing color to the music playing. I definitely got lost in this area quite a bit because it was much larger than I thought. There's also this pretty large open space area in here. I can't really explain this room. It was just just an extraordinary feeling, and I just hope all of you enjoy it as much as I did. Right after the Crystal Universe, you head into this room with huge, colorful spheres. It was super interesting to duck and crawl around. To be honest, I have never experienced art like this before, but I definitely enjoyed it way more than going to a traditional art museum, that's for sure. Last up was the garden section, starting with an area where you lay on your back and are surrounded by projections of flowers blooming all around you. Right after this was my second favorite room, which is called the Floating Flower Garden. In this room, you are surrounded by over 13,000 real living orchids that are moving up and down as you crouch and walk through. There's actually sensors on the flowers, so when you walk through, the sensors create a bubble of space around you, giving the impression that the flowers are responding to your movements. Even though this place is kind of a tourist trap, it's definitely a must-do because it only takes around 1 to 2 hours, depending how fast you go, and let me tell you, it was all mind-blowing.